Uncle with, I think I've done this before.
It's always unfortunate because, as it is a speed run, you often just mash through the text and never get to actually read the funny messages. Especially like Ganon.
So in the randomizer, you won't see it during the tournament, but if you were to just randomly generate your own seed using our randomizer, occasionally Uncle can give you a hint as to where dash boots are. You will never see that during the tournament because they've taken that out, but there is a random chance that you could see that.
Is it similar to Have you found the silver arrows in the blank blank blank?
Sort of. He sort of
more
taunts you a little
riddly.
bit.
Okay.
It'll be like a region, like he'll say Death Mountain or Light World, or maybe he'll say Desert, I think.
Can we also get one where he tells you a really long story and you fall asleep? Kind of like in Majora's Mask?
Oh boy. Oh wow,
Oh.
8 bombs from the first night.
That's like getting the... You know, at the beginning of a basketball game, when they throw the ball up and the first team that gets it automatically wins, pretty much, that rule.
Oh, is that a rule? Okay.
No, it's not. But...
Unfortunately, Rick did not get the lucky bomb drop. Now, the Green Knights will drop it. It's part of their prize pack. So,
does
at
Rick
some
know
point,
that?
yeah, Rick doesn't know that. But if he kills any more Knights, eventually he'll get it.
Oftentimes he'll go for them hunting or farming them from the rats, but it's unfortunate when the rats decide, no, I'm going to give you rupees or arrows, but not bombs. Sorry.
Right, so part of this randomizer is that the items that are dropped by enemies themselves have been randomized. Now, they are still within the same prize packs that they start in, so it's not really you're not going to see that much of a difference, but the fact that the drops themselves are random means you could easily get bombs and escape. There are 2 different prize packs in Escape, which is the Green Knights and Snakes will be one prize pack, and the rats are in a different one. But not that it matters, because the first chest happened to give a bomb upgrade, and they got bombs.
And it looks like he also grabbed an 8 count right at the last second as well. So both players are now set for bombs, especially going through the all of Kakariko, as well as Mini Moldorm Cave, depending on what route they decide to take.
Yep.
So that's always good to see right off the bat.
There are some early choices they could make. Most runners tend to follow the same path by going to Kakariko, but you never know when someone decides to mix it up and head just south to the Moldorm Cave. We'll have to see.
Yeah, it was interesting because in our last race, oftentimes you'll go check Lumberjack, then you go to the woods, and then go down to Kakariko. But one player went straight to Kakariko. It ended up paying off well enough because there wasn't anything else really there, but it was still interesting to see different routing options.
So bombs all over the place from these enemies.
Now they're starting to get sick of them. They could probably use some red rupees at this point. High five!
I get a bad feeling about this. You get bombs now, it's going to be late in the game, and they're not going to get any.
Well, at least this isn't an open seed where they don't have swords and they use bombs against Mini Moldorm Cave, but...
Oh my. So, Rick just killing the first mini-boss of the game, while Darko escorts Zelda over to the Sanctuary. Pretty straightforward. We're not gonna, as we just mentioned, there's not gonna be any deviation until after they leave Sanctuary, at the earliest.
And sometimes, like you said, you'll see players choose to either save and quit, go back to their house, and then go south to hit up the dam or Mini Moldorm Cave. Sometimes they'll do that if either they don't really find the bombs that they need, or they don't have a bottle to check Sick Kid.
Yep.
We'll see what happens.
I've heard that to be the most common reasoning. You don't have bottle yet. You hope to get one on the way. Especially if they have this many bombs, it's good. Usually when I leave Escape, I maybe have 2 bombs because I don't really farm for them very much, and so I don't want to go down to Moldorm Cave just have like 1 bomb. Like I want to go explore village, get some stuff, maybe buy bombs if I need to, and then head down there.
And most often than not, sometimes amongst the 2 tree pulls that you do, if you're doing Lumberjack in woods, you will get an 8 count or 4 count or 1 count bomb drops.
That is a great reason for heading over to Kakariko, which is those 2 trees. You could also get a bunch of rupees, which helps you to check the bottle cellar.
Yes, especially if you get like 4 red rupees. I mean, that's 80 right there. Much like in the normal NMG route, you would farm that, but not until much later, and not for the bottle guy, obviously.
So both of our runners fairly close. I mean, still early game. They're only about 30 seconds. Only pieces of heart so far from the chest. Nothing big.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, because in our last race, it wasn't until very late in the game that one of our players finally got to 2 rows of hearts. And having not gotten a single mail upgrade or tunic upgrade, they had to be a little bit more cautious in their playstyle.
All right.
You guys like bombs? You got some more.
Yeah. If the enemies weren't dropping enough bombs, have 3 more. I'm actually surprised. Darko went for that rat. I think he wants rupees. I think that's what he's hoping for.
It looks like they're just going to drop hearts and arrows, it seems.
Yeah, we're all hoping for pedestal having an acquired item. Let's cross our fingers, chat.
Fingers crossed. All right, who's willing to put a sub on the line to speedgamings.com? If that, no, I'm kidding. If MS Pedestal has a required, no, I'm done.
It's a 3% chance that the pedestal is required in any run. We've had a lot of runs this race so far. I mean, Gambler's Fallacy and all that, it's still, we should see at least 1 run this race. All right, Darko heading up to take a look at the logging item and also make his Lost Woods. Let's see if Rick decides to go a different path.
Decided to skip on the tree pole. Interesting. Now I'm going to be curious to see what was in that tree.
It has, I think there's 3 different drops it can make based on how many enemies you kill and if you take damage or not.
50 rupees Rick. In north of Lumberjack, so no reason at this moment to fight Aghanim.
So it looks like Rick is heading the same way, and it's also making his way up to the logging hut. Let's see if he does a tree pull on the way.
Ooh, there's a red rupee right there. That is a good find. And we got some bomb upgrades in the mushroom spot. Ooh, it's
magic.
Well, that's not useful right now, but no. Now, what you can do? Well, okay, so we already got his
wow.
So that actually paid off.
So Darko just picked up the Titan's Mitt.
Oh my
in Lost Woods. That is a really nice find. It looks like we have a very good chance that Aghanim will not be killed this race unless Moon Pearl is sitting on Pyramid.
That is a very nice item to get early.
Oh yeah. This is starting to look like a Stoops Jet Seed.
All right, let's see what else. Let's see what Blind's Basement has to offer us. We have 5 possible items down here. 6?
5. There's 5 in Thieves' Hut here, and then we have another 5 more in the well just west of this. A lot of items in Kakariko Village. That's really why it's a good reason to come here first. There's so many items.
It looks like nothing
of
value
the single
was
arrow! Gained. Darko, first to find the single arrow.
I don't know about you, but that's game to me. I'm calling it.
That is game.
Oh, the 300 rupees. Very nice to get early.
Oh, especially in town. So now he's set for the bottle seller if he decides to do it. Almost enough for visiting Zora. And since he has Titan Mitts, he could also go up to Zora at some point.
That is true. Or he might elect to fake Flipper to go through the portal. Or the Whirlpool. You never know. I'm interested to see what these players do when it comes to fake Flippers, because we've seen players elect to not do it so as to not break the logic sequence. Oh, and the Book of Medora. Desert Palace? We just need a fire source. Now, neither opponent has taken the time to check the map to see what dungeons are required, as far as I know.
So Rick decided to go farm for a little bit on the tree, and since he has Titan's Mitts, he's going to make his way up to Death Mountain after grabbing some rupees, apparently.
He just
so already we have a deviation this early.
This could be a big game changer if a gamble like this, going up to Death Mountain, pays off. Oftentimes, you'll find a good item up there, so I'm holding my breath.
We'll have to see if Darko finds anything good while he finishes up the town here. book is good, but
Oh,
and
that's
silver
good.
arrows.
That's nice.
Blue lightsaber from Old Man. Let's see.
Ooh, gotta be careful.
I think
Running
he can
low
go
on
up.
HP.
It might trigger the cutscene. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that was
backstabbed.
unfortunate.
Oh, that's too early too. If only he just got the Old Man there.
Yeah, fortunately he'll just spawn right where the old man starts, but still a little bit of a time loss. It looked like he was waiting because he wasn't blocked out from going to the right. I guess he just didn't want the scroll to come back to life while he was stuck in that cutscene.
Yeah, because then that's also an insta-death.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Looks like the library doesn't have anything good. So dash boots might be a while before we find some dash boots.
Ooh,
Wow!
oh my gosh. That is a beautiful thing to get from the old man.
Rick picking up a hook shot while he's on Death Mountain, which is great. Hook shot on Death Mountain means you can go take a look at the right-hand side while you're up there. So this is turning out to be a great play from Rick.
Mm-hmm. And having the Titan mitts means he could potentially do the Super Bunny trick as well to grab the first two chests, which, for anyone that watched the previous race, saw that paid off for the runner very well.
Okay, so Rick's going to take a look to see what the item in Spectacle Rock is. And it's dash boots. Wow.
What a gamble.
Going to change the water here in the sluice gate or whatever it's called. There's actually 2 items in this location, and then he's probably going to head towards the east, which is Moldorm Cave, another 5 items.
Both hookshot and boots this early, especially at this location, it's pretty nice.
We need the Master Sword pedestal to troll us. This is going way too easily.
I know, it's too easy, it's too free. Oh, and the single green rupee. I believe that's the first of 2 that are in the prize pool, or the pool.
Yep.
Not the prize pool.
The item pool. There's 2 green rupees.
Alright, let's see what East Death Mountain has to offer.
Yep, Rick isn't indeed showing how much of a jet seat this is. I didn't generate it, I swear.
I don't know, it doesn't sound very convincing.
Alright, so here we have Moldorm Cave with some red mail.
That's nice.
And just pieces of heart? Wow,
That's it,
not much.
Still a nice find, though, nonetheless.
He doesn't have many hearts, so the red mail will help him survive, but it's not really what he's looking for.
Of course you'd be looking for something that's going to help you progress. And I'm interested to see what he's going to do next, if he's going to make his way to Ice Rod or not. Oh, looks like he is. Okay.
So we also had a bottle pickup and powder from Rick. He's actually finding quite a bit of items, and the bottle especially will allow him to take a look at the sick kid when he makes his way into village. So this is actually turning out to be a huge payoff.
Oh!
With the can of Samaria.
I don't know about you, but that's... And the flippers! And
mirror.
The mirror! That's pretty hype.
Wow!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is gonna be a fast run.
I don't know about you, but that was a pretty good gamble. That was pretty worth it.
And Ice Cave is a heart piece. Alright, so the world is Rick's oyster. He can pretty much go anywhere on the map aside from Dark World, since he doesn't have the Moon Pearl yet. He might head on over to Village finally. But he has the mirror, so he could go to Tower Hera. He just took a look at the map. I think it's a crystal. I didn't get a good look at that.
Yeah, I didn't catch that either. Hopefully he checks again real quick. And it looks like Darko's going to be heading up to Death Mountain as well. Oh!
I'm sure he wishes he had the red mail at this point.
Yeah. 3 hearts is hard. Can chat give me a death counter? I think that's 2.
2. So Darko's going to make his way up to Death Mountain, where the huge payoffs are.
Oh, it's also worth pointing out that Rick decided to not do Super Bunny. Or maybe he didn't know it was a thing. I don't know.
It's not actually required by the randomizer.
Of course.
So you could sequence break, sort of like what happened last race, where you get something good that you're supposed to get later on.
That green cabbage.
One heart plays right here. If he can make it into Tower Hera, he can die there for a health.
We got... Oh! Shout out to number player again with the nice screenshot. It looks like Crystals 1 is going to be in Hera, Crystal 4 is in Desert, and the blue pendant is over in Eastern Palace. So
another 2 light worlds that are required.
Yeah.
At the least.
Let's hope that Rick's not going to need a fire source to take out Hera. Small key. Well, we need the big key from the one chest. Fingers crossed.
I mean, it's still early race. Rick lucked out on some items that he picked up, so I would say he's slightly ahead, but he still hasn't visited Kakariko Village, which is where Darko was. I need to mark some things for Darko.
I'm working on it right now. Red cane. Yes. He's gonna get flippers and the mirror.
Yep.
Beautiful.
What a cave. What a cave.
Oh, it looks like
earlier and then 3 items right there.
It looks like Hera was not gonna happen.
No.
Not that fire source.
So Rick's gonna take a look at the Bonk Rocks by Sanctuary, while Darko finishes up Death Mountain here. Moon
There
Pearl,
is the
wow.
Moon Pearl. Wow. This seed is free. Start over. Get a new seed. We need to start over.
So yeah, Rick is set. So he has Titan Mitts and Moon Pearl. He can pretty much access any portal he wants aside from those on the right-hand side, which is where Hammer is required.
Mm-hmm. And that definitely solidifies the fact that, for the most, well, with Flipper, there will not be any Agaphites, as far as I know. Because you can't get up to that section without the hammer. You just have to take the long way around.
So it's a shame for Darko, since he didn't actually go take a look at Spectacle Rock. He is lacking the dash boots at this point.
Oh, and that's the worst to have for Spiral Cave.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll take a look at that. Since he has Mirror now, he might find his way up there, hoping for Tower Hera.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, maybe we'll see a Super Bunny.
That would be nice. I'm very curious what those 2 chests have. Ah, and yes, that confirms it. 2 crystal dungeons. Oh. And a save and quit.
He might head up to Tower Hera because it's a crystal dungeon, no? No! Oh no.
Oh no. Alright, this is where it really starts to deviate.
So it was pretty clear that that was the progression. You get dash boots up on Death Mountain, followed by Moon Pearl. So it looks like that's what the randomizer intended you to do, but there's still plenty of places that both racers can check.
And there's still plenty of items that both racers need in order to complete the game.
Yeah.
So, though it appears that Rick has definitely an advantage, we got some time. And it looks like Darko's going to go check Hobo after also seeing what's on Lake Hylia Island. Oh, nope. Change of plans. Going to Zora. Psych! Fooled me. And also we're going to see what Sick Kid has, since I don't believe Darko had a bottle when he went to Kakariko initially.
Right. Some silver arrows for Rick.
Is that the mushroom on Zora? Yeah, I think that was. So that might lead to something. Hopefully a better sword. That'd be nice.
It's interesting getting mushroom after you pass the witch's hut. So I'm wondering if Darko will just try to backtrack. Go to wow,
without the ocarina.
Kid giving you his piggy bank with 300 rupees.
What a guy.
Rick is well set for taking a look at Zora, and also...
Oh my gosh.
Was that a butter sword?
That was the butter sword. What a find.
Wow.
So despite the fact that Rick has the boots and has a lot of speed and some extra items, the butter sword, it's definitely nice to have early. It just depends on when Rick decides to go check Zora.
I feel like either path these racers take will give them something. Like they both get items whichever way they go.
It's kind of a win-win. It's just, you wonder, oh, Darko back at Death Mountain. Maybe he's going to head up and check Spectacle now. We can only hope.
Oh, this will be good. Now, he still has no source of light, so he won't be able to get very far. However, he has Book and Butter Sword, so he can do the tablet. over by
Ether tablet. Yes.
Yep.
Could easily see a lamp or fire rod or something from
Interesting.
there.
So
Maybe
Rick
a bow.
spied the bug net, and he's like, "I want that. It's not the race game."
Oh, really? Can only assume that safety fairies is on his mind right now.
Little extra safety. Yep.
Nothing wrong with that, especially with them only having 4 and 5 hearts. 20 minutes
Darko
into
about
the
to
game.
pick up the dash boost, probably kick himself for not checking this earlier, but
It's
not
gonna
too
hurt
long.
a little bit more with those boots on.
At least he didn't find himself over in Eastern and not before he came back up here. All right, so Rick has picked up a bug net, and Darko has the dash boots.
Now, where did we find the red mail? Was that at Mini Moldorm?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't believe Rick has been there yet, for obvious reasons, since he's still rocking the green, which it's a good look. It's a good look on him. But yeah,
He does.
I can see why he wanted the bug net.
Yeah.
Because in our last race, neither racers got any mail. They had to beat it all with green tunic, and it's a little terrifying.
All right, so Rick is going to find his way into the village of Alcast.
Ooh, this might open up some options.
Let's see. Oh, okay, we have a green pendant in Skull Woods and the red pendant in Turtle Rock. Another Turtle Rock not required seed. Let's see what Ether Tablet gives for Darko.
We can only hope that there's another item in Mimic Cave. That'd be beautiful. Darko looking to go check out Hera despite not having a fire source, and we know that, as far as I know, they need a fire source in order to complete Hera.
Let's see. Darko picks up the map, so yes, he needs a source of fire. So it looks like Rick's making his way through the village. Gonna take a look at the C-shaped house. I'm not sure if he's gonna go into Thieves Town right away or if to explore a bit of the overworld first. Oh, good, another screen cap from Number Play here.
MVP right there.
So Crystal's 5 and 6. Meyer is 5, 6 is. Darko in the graveyard. He didn't. I don't think he got Moon Pearl, did he? He didn't.
Oh no, he
take
didn't.
A look at the
he didn't check the left
box.
side, did he? That's unfortunate.
Oh, another death from Rick. He needs some of those fairies.
Yeah, good thing that I found some fairies with that bug net. It looks like I'm gonna be heading out, guys. Fortunately, I have to jet. I gotta prepare for a race.
I see.
But EA will be, EA will be taking over for me. Thank you for having me for a short bit. My race will be on after this one, I believe. So, adios.
Thanks for joining me. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's a chance that the Pyramid Fairy does have something, but it'll be hard to get to. I mean, they would need an emblem to get into Mire, and they would need Hammer to get into Swamp. But if it has something like Fire Rod, maybe. All right, Darko's picking up the Moon Pearl. Rick is heading up to the northern side of the Dark World. Not taking a look at the ledge, though. Yeah, so if I miss anything, chat, let me know, and I'll make sure to mark it on the trackers. Darko about to get paid from the sick kid with 300 rupees. Rick also finding some rupees up there in Light World. Welcome, EA.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Glad to join this commentating for this race. Willard's preparing for his race, so stepping in for him.
So far, our runners have gotten a load of items, and it's only 25 minutes in.
Wow, this seed looks great.
So Darko's heading into Skull Woods. He doesn't have Fire Rod, so unless he picked it up and I missed it, which is could have happened. But if he's missing Fire Rod, it's an interesting choice for him to make.
That's very true. Now, do we know which dungeons they have to complete?
We do. So the pendant dungeons are Eastern, Skull Woods, and Turtle Rock.
Oh, it's always nice to see that Turtle Rock is one you don't have to do.
Right. Oh, where's that pic? I had the picture up. And the green pendant was in Skull Woods. So yeah, interesting enough, Darko doing Skull Woods without a fire source, and it's also a pendant dungeon.
Ooh, but it does pay out for him, it looks like.
Hammer. I missed hammer. Who got the hammer?
Darko got the hammer.
Wow. Wow. What a play. Wow. That is something.
Maybe he does know something that we don't.
Maybe Darko will check the Master Sword pedestal for us to see if it's needed.
Looks like Darko forgot he has the Cane of Samaria.
Oh.
But he's opting to pull that statue still.
Well, this is how you're supposed to do it, right? Here you go, chat. Ether, interesting. So both of the there's only 2 unique items in Skull Woods, and it looks like it was the hammer and ether in that dungeon. And we don't even know if ether is required yet.
Ah, smart that he knew that full magic jar was there.
Although I think he's about to be disappointed since he doesn't have fire rod.
That is true.
Oh no, he's going to mirror out, and he might take a look at the pedestal for us.
Which
Here
is
we
a
go,
really
chat.
smart play.
Cross your fingers. Oh, just rupees. Not today. Okay. Rick is doing the digging game. And there's some red rupees for his trouble. Well, even though Darko can't complete the dungeon, he still got Hammer, which is a great lead.
And he might have gotten a medallion that I don't know if he needs it or not.
Right. Until our runners actually get the flute, they won't be able to take a look at Meyer. Here's another look at the Dark World map by Darko. Rick's starting to make his way over to Hype Cave.
Ah.
Still missing Red Tunic, which was actually in the Moldorm Cave in Light World, so he might do that while he's in the area. Alright, a visit to Old Stumpy only gives him 10 arrows. Where was Buttersword? Can't remember now. Was it in Death Mountain? Ah, Zora, that's right.
Ah.
Zora had it for sale. Rick hasn't visited
Worth the
that yet.
value. Every single penny.
Alright, so Rick is heading into Hype Cave now. There's 5 items in here. And we call it Hype Cave because typically it has something good. So let's see if it lives up to the name.
Ooh.
Half magic, that's not bad. More bombs. Oh, just half magic. Half hype. No hype. So Rick is going to do Moldorm Cave, and he'll get red. He only has 4 hearts this far in. Like most of the items he's found haven't really given him hearts.
Darko is also heading out to check catfish here.
Hookshot is a quick way of killing off the Moldorms here, although they can still be annoying based on their movement.
Wow, the mirror shield. Very interesting.
So in terms of needed items, Darko is missing the bow, fire rod, and lamp, flute, and maybe an emblem, depending. Rick, of the same collection, is missing hammer, and that's the tricky part, because hammer's actually in the pendant dungeon of Skull Woods. Now, Skull Woods is a quick dungeon to check, so he might decide to pop in there at some point. It looks like he's going to head into... maybe? I'm not sure if he's heading into Swamp, which is a shame because you can only check 1 chest in Swamp.
Yes, without the hammer, he's really limited.
That's true. Rick is also missing a sword upgrade.
I'm curious, have they checked Bombo's tablet yet?
They haven't. So Rick
Looks
could
like...
head on over there. Although he can't get it yet because he only has Fighter Sword. Looks like Darko might actually... Yeah, he's going to go check the Bombo's tablet. I think Rick realized that he can't get very far in Swamp.
Looks like he's heading over to Ice Palace direction.
Another dungeon that requires hammer, though.
Probably gonna check the Lake Hylia Island item.
Bombs, more bombs. This seed has been very generous with bombs. Yeah, hammer was in Skull Woods. I think it was in the chest to the right of the big chest, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's correct. And they found ether in, I believe, the big key normal room.
So on top of the desert ledge, we have even more rupees. Darko's still missing a source of light, so he won't be able to complete this dungeon unless he happens to get something in there. Rick gonna visit the hobo? I don't remember if Darko's here yet. I think he was. Shovel. So Rick is gonna make his way over to the Eastern Palace area. No bow, which means he won't be able to complete Eastern Palace. But there's still a lot of items over here. So it's... Most of the time, Fire Rod is a required item because Skull Woods and Turtle Rock are required. In this instance, there's a chance Fire Rod's not required.
Let's see what he collects in Sarhoshulus.
Blue Tunic! A little bit of a downgrade. Oh, there's an audio problem.
Looks
Blue
like just
boomerang.
the blue boomerang. Huh. Interesting.
So Rick's still doing his check of the overworld. Gonna make his way over towards Catfish and maybe Zora in that case, which will reward him with a sword upgrade. Oh, good. We get to see Pyramid first. So Darko might head on into Swamp since he does have all the items for it. Nope, he's gonna head on over towards Village of Outcasts.
Ooh, the lamp.
There's the lamp sitting on top of the pyramid. There's the source of light. So, yeah, if he gets Hammer, all they're really missing is Emblem. And assuming it's not Ether. But if it is Ether, all they're really missing is Flute, and that's to get over towards Meyer. We might not see Fire Rod this game.
Which is very interesting.
Oh, this is definitely not the last day of randomizer runs. We have like weeks planned for this.
Now, I'm curious if they know how to do the right side of Ganon's Tower without Fire Rod, because if they do need to look there, it's going to be very difficult to do.
It's true. So Catfish will give him the Mirror Shield.
And this is a really good route for Rick, because he can check Zora right after.
Yep. Oh, that's a good point, Jason. The room with the sparks and the collapsing floor, I'm not sure if you could do that without Fire Rod. Alright, so here we have the Butter Sword for Rick, and we will get to see what the pegs give for Darko. Just a piece of heart. True, and Rando Massacre is over tonight, which is a shame, but we still have plenty of races and randomizers.
And Rick looks like he found the mushroom.
Looks like he's going to backtrack instead of save and quit.
Probably going to head to cash in his mushroom.
Yep.
It actually works out for him because this routing's pretty linear for that.
Alright, so we're going to take a look at the Magic Bat. Since he had Mirror, Hammer, he was able to check this. And it's just the blue rupee, there it is. Not as hype as a single arrow, but still pretty rare.
And we'll see what Rick gets really soon.
Bombs! Of course there were bombs! Why?
Oh my god, this seed. Just how many bombs can we have?
That's true. So they do need Fire Rod or Bombos for Ice Pals. So it'd be really neat if our runners find Bombos instead. Then we would see a seed which does not require Fire Rod. So Rick making his way up. He has a source of light, so he can finish Tower Hera, and he can also take a look at the right-hand side, Dark World, Death Mountain. A lot of items up there, and I recommend to all the runners, as soon as you can get up here, get up here.
And he has all the items necessary to check both sides of Light World and Dark World.
Darko making his way through Thieves Town, which is one of the required dungeons, and he has Hammer, which means he can take a look at every single chest that's here.
Good use of the mirror block glitch trick.
So here are the two chests that Rick is at, where you would Super Bunny if you did that glitch to see what those items are. Nothing big this seed, but sometimes it could be worth it to check out. Now, given that Turtle Rock is not a required dungeon, Rick doesn't need to check the emblem, but he will want to take a look at the hilltop. That's just a piece of art.
Now let's take a look at Hookshot Cave here.
Four chests in here, so hopefully he'll get something
good.
good.
Oh, a little spill.
If the jellyfish doesn't troll him too much.
Kane O'Brien was found?
Not as useful, but they are lacking a cape, so that could be useful. Darko's upstairs. There's only one chest up here. He won't find too many items, but there are 4 unique items in Thieves Town. They're just sort of spread out a little bit. It looks like he's going to head into the Village of Outcasts. Maybe he'll also head into Thieves Town. Not hyped Hookshot Cave. Both Hype Cave and Hookshot Cave were not very exciting this, but all the other items are elsewhere. And as I mentioned, they need flute and bombos. That's really it. I should say bombos or fire rod. So now both of our races are in Thieves Town, although Darko's almost finished up. Just has a couple more chests to check. And to return blind to the source of light that he opened up.
A heart container.
Oh, a little protection. I mean, now with the red tunic, and it looks like he has 8 hearts, that shouldn't be too much of a trouble. I'm sure Rick wishes he had a few extra hearts.
The good part of Thieves Town is he has lots and lots of anti-fairies and money changers to powder.
Oh, I missed it. There's some kind of pizza joke from Blind. We'll have to keep an eye out for when Rick gets up there. So the nice thing that Darko's doing here, since he has sword beams, he can make quick work of Blind without really being like right next to him.
And that was a pretty quick blind fight.
And the map. Blind gives him an egg roll for his trouble. That wasn't a pizza joke, it was too cheesy even for Blind.
Alright, let's see this mini game here.
₹20. Not much. It looks like Dark is going to finish uptown here. I wonder if he's going to head up north and make his way over towards the pyramid, because if he does, he'll be rewarded with the lantern over there. Oh, he's going to do the purple chest.
Ooh, interesting.
This is a weird route. Oh, I don't think he realizes he can fall with the purple chest.
I believe that's the situation for him.
So Rick has finished bombing the upstairs. He's going to make his way down into the basement area, which is where a couple chests are, but we know there's nothing good coming up, unfortunately.
Also, I believe Darko does not know that once he hookshot something, he can dash a follower with it.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's neat. I don't think he also talked to Old Stumpy, but that's okay. Old Stumpy just had arrows. All right,
It was
so
a good
Gary,
routing choice, though.
Gary will open up his chest and give him a red rupee. That's all that was in there. Oh, thank you. I do need to mark these crystals. So interestingly enough, that was the first dungeon our racers have completed. They've mostly been scouting out for items.
Aha, this is where Darko's going. To check out the Lake Healy Island item.
Just bombs. So Rick employing some Cannaberna strats against Blind, making quick work, no risk. And Darko will hopefully, oh, he's gonna take a look at the hobo.
Mm-hmm. We'll go
I was
first.
wondering if he was gonna go to Pod or if he's gonna head up to Pyramid first.
Ah, both players are now tied with crystals.
They are fairly close to each other, although Darko has a slight advantage since he has the hammer. Rick has a lamp, but if Darko finds himself over towards the pyramid soon, he's about to get that as well.
Darko making his way to check the pyramid item.
And Rick heading down to talk to the magic bat, since he has magic powder.
Very good use of hook speed there, and now he's going
Oh.
to collect his lamp.
Yep. So yeah, now they only have a difference of the hammer. I'm not sure if I saw Rick pick up the ether emblem. I don't even remember where that was. I'll have to look at his inventory when he opens it up.
Ether was in Swamp.
Oh,
Skull
that's
Woods.
right. It was in Skull Woods. Both ether and hammer are there. So Rick is going to take a look at the shovel and see what it gives him.
Ooh.
We are about to see the flute spot.
Ah.
The bad gloves. Not so good. Darko finding himself up in Dark World Death Mountain. Not too many items up here, as we remember. Just the cane of Burna.
Yeah.
But it's still
the hookshot trick.
a good check from Darko, because there are a number of items up here.
Now he does have the hammer, so he could check Spike Cave as well, but with this low of hearts, he's probably going to have to use his safety item, which he should find in Hookshot Cave.
Well, he does have half magic, so he might have enough, especially since Cane of Burna uses less magic than the cape. That might just be enough. It's funny when you use the Cane of Burna to go check what should be the Cane of Burna spot. So Bombos is needed for Turtle Rock. You know what would be funny is if they find Bombos and are missing Flute, and Flute is in Turtle Rock.
Oh, that would be horrible. Having to go to a hidden dungeon just to find Flute.
So since Rick does have a source of light, he can finally complete the desert here.
Darko opted to
no.
use his blue potion.
Safety strats. So our pendant dungeons are Eastern, Skull Woods, and Turtle Rock. With Skull Woods being the Sahashala one. Rick just bypassing bombs. He doesn't even care anymore. And Darko is going to take a look at the Spike Cave, I think. Probably after Tower Hera. Which is one of the dungeons they need to beat for a crystal. So both of our races are in a crystal dungeon.
He's trying to complete it now since he has the fire source. Probably big key, because it looks like he was here earlier.
Yep.
Interesting strategy of how he's dodging these tiles. I don't know what he's going to call it.
Wow. Rick, 1.5 heart, and I don't think he's gotten a fairy yet, even though he has the bug net. So there are 2 unique items in Desert Palace. So we should see one here and one at the bottom. Oh no! Rick used the mirror by accident instead of opening the chest.
Oh. That's the dangers of having mirror out sometimes when you're in dungeons, because it will reset the dungeon all over from the beginning.
Yep. I mean, it's desert. It's not too long. It's just a shame that he has to run over and do this again. Okay, once again, let's see what's in the big chest this time. It's a boomerang. Did he just save and quit?
I believe he did.
That's odd. It's a crystal dungeon.
I think he forgot.
Darko was being chased by that fireball thing. That was silly. Rick, making his way over to maybe the Ice Rock Cave?
Maybe. Looks like it. Oh, Darko takes a nasty spill. That's why we call him Trolldor. Oh, and never go into Moldor north and south. That is
Moldor
exactly
just
why.
Doesn't want him to fight. Alright, you have another crystal from Darko, but no items from Moldorm, so we're still wondering where Fire Rod or Bombos is. And Flute. We still need Flute.
Oh yes, we do require food.
You do need to get all 7 crystals in order to access Ganon's Tower, which is the final dungeon of the game.
Now let's see if Darko's gonna check Spike Cave here. Looks like it.
Oh, they're missing Bow. Why did I not mention that? I missed that. They do need Bow.
Oh yes, you have to have it to complete Ganon's Tower as well.
So it looks like Rick's going to head into Eastern, which is a pendant dungeon. However, there's 3 unique items that he could get in there. Flute is required only because Mire is required. They didn't have to go to Mire. You don't need Flute. Which actually happened in my race, I think. Mire and Turtle Rock weren't needed. It was really weird. I think that was it. I don't know. I've seen so many races that I blur them together a bit.
Darko might be thinking about doing Swamp Palace now, because he does have all the items he has to complete it.
There's a lot of items to get in there, so it'd be a good call.
Doesn't look like he's heading there.
It's interesting that he chooses this warp, although he might be going to take a... go talk to Old Stumpy here.
Yeah, it looks like he is. Oh, he's gonna use that shovel.
Yeah, there's no way to walk into Mire because there's a giant wall in the way in the Dark World. So, yeah, the only way to get into the Mire area is with the flute. Oh, a cheer from Johnny Didn't Done Nothing.
Ah, Darko's looking, probably gonna use the portal here to get into, I guess, Pod.
Pod's not bad, but if he doesn't get a small key on the left-hand side, then he won't be able to explore Pod.
That's true. That's his limitation with not having bow.
And also a cheer from Sinek. I see you sub, DJ. I mean, I'm not like an organizer or anything, but you have a subscriber thing next to your name. But fees will collapse, so that sounds good. Definitely a shout out to all of the organizers. They've been spending a lot of time putting these races together. I have no idea when they
Rick
sleep.
having trouble in this room, trying to do the damage boost.
Well, you better be careful. He only has he has a couple hearts now. But yes, thank you very much for the organizers for this. They've been doing a great job. Only a piece of heart in the last chest in Eastern, so Rick's gonna have to think about where he wants to take a look at next. I mean, so he's missing Hammer, which is why he's sort of restricted from where he can explore. You can't really get to the eastern side of Dark World. I mean, you could, but it's a long walk.
Oh,
but
yes.
He can't go into Swamp. He can't really do very much in... He could do most of Pod, but he's lacking Bow, so that's sort of restricted. See, so Darko just opened a left-hand chest. It's a rupee.
So he can't do anything more in House of Darkness then.
That's right. You need Bow in order to get a small key in this dungeon, which Darko will find out when he sees the mimics coming up.
Oh, yes. Looks like Rick is checking the ether tablet here.
And he's probably going to also finish Tower Hera while he's up here.
Oh, yes.
So we are playing a little bit by the honor system. Some people are watching their streams directly, and we will like have an idea if they start hearing things in chat. But I mean, it's pretty clear based on the way the runners are acting that they don't really know where the items are. Yeah, this went from a jet seed to a troll seed. I agree. They are struggling to find the last items in these dungeons here. So Dark is going to take a look at Eastern while he's over here. Unfortunately, without the bow, he's not going to be able to complete it. But Rick will finish his get his second crystal up in Tower Hera here.
Now, here's a funny joke that I ever made about you, Jet. Usually when you choose a seed, it's generally a jet seed since it's fast. Now, the people who play a race right after, I call it the jet lag seed, if it was slow.
Oh, that's a good one. So Rick through the tile room. He'll pick up the big key here and also head upstairs. It looks like he does have an extra blue potion, so that's good.
No surprises here since we've seen both players go through both these dungeons already.
They're just sort of starting to run out of options for where the progression items are.
That is true.
So that's the big question. Where are the items? They can't really do Ice Palace without Fire Rod or Bombos. They can't complete Skull Woods to see what Sahasrahla has without Fire Rod. So the big question is, where are these items? Bo
They still
especially.
can play Desert Palace and Swamp Palace.
Everyone's saying Swamp, which I agree.
I
have
agree
no
too.
idea why they haven't gone in there. They have all the items they need to go beat Swamp. There's something good in there.
Well, at least Darko does. Rick still has to get the hammer.
They have check pedestal, and it's just rupees. Watch it be in Turtle Rock. They need Bombos to go into Turtle Rock. So, if anything, they will find Bombos first if Turtle Rock was required.
Alright.
Cave Behind Graveyard was a piece of heart, I think. So Rick's gonna go tackle Moldorm here. Hopefully he won't fall off. Oh, he's gonna use the cane strats. Now Butter Sword is nice for this fight. It only takes 2 hits, and then he's dead.
Oh yes, that was a quick fight.
And that's a crystal for Rick.
Now for the third time, maybe this is where Darko finally goes to Swamp Palace.
I hope so. Yeah, Skull Woods is the big play for this seed.
Oh,
Rick
yes.
has not visited there yet, and considering he can't even go into Swamp, he might be thinking to start going into these pendant dungeons. He already stopped in Eastern, so he might go into Skull Woods at some point. Alright, Darko heading into Swamp. So let's see which key item he finds in here.
Hammerwoods and Skull Woods.
Yep. They are using the same seed. That way we can see, it sort of equalizes their race, so that way we can see who's the fastest based on where the items are. Alright, so Rick has found himself heading towards Kakariko Village. He'll probably take the portal here. Let's see if he decides to head into Skull Woods.
Ooh.
Cape. Not a progression item. Although it does unlock one item on the map, which is just north of the village of Outcasts.
Mm-hmm.
So Rick is not heading into Skull Woods just yet. It looks like he's going to go deliver the purple chest first.
Yes, looks like so.
Pyramid had the lamp. Yeah, they are really running out of spots to check, so I think Rick's going to find himself in Skull Woods sooner than later. The fact that Hammer is there, it sort of restricts his choices quite a bit, so I think it will lead him to go in there. I mean, they are still fairly close. I mean, they both only have 2 crystals. Oh, wait. Darko should have 3, doesn't he? Because he beat Desert. I'm going to look at his inventory real quick to confirm. No, Darko didn't do Desert. Alright.
Ah, he's opting to do a different route for Swamp here?
Oh, he's not doing the left-hand side. Interesting. Because he's still missing items.
That is true. Maybe he's gonna go revisit back after he beats Argus.
Darko went before he had fire. That's right. Oh, bottle. Rick deciding, oh, I need to do Desert. I should finish this. Red Boomerang.
Oh.
Still not the progression item that we need.
Oh,
Well,
big key.
So all of the items, it's a randomizer. However, they're both playing the same exact randomizer seed and map, which means all of the items are in the same location for both of these runners. It's just different than the normal game. But with a randomizer, all the items are shuffled up amongst each other, and yeah, it's different than the base game. Completely different areas for where you'll see the items being picked up from, like having a lantern on pyramid, for example.
One more puff to go here for Darko.
Nice one, cycle.
And should be one more spin attack.
All right, Darko gets his third crystal. Still no progression item, so he's gonna have to take a look at the left-hand side and swamp there to see what's there.
That's true. And he can take a look at the big chest while he's at it now.
Yeah, so each seed, it's been heavily tested, so every seed it generates should be completable. So Darko is missing either Fire Rod or Bombos and the flute. Those are the two items, two sets of items that he's looking for. Rick's gonna make his way into Lamb Molas and take care of that. Compass. It might as well be 100%. Oh!
Oh, wow.
Land Molas with the bow. That is the progression item that they need. So Darko might not find anything in this dungeon since Bo was over in Lamb Molas. Bo allows them to get into House of Darkness, which does have a lot of items in there.
That is true.
And that's also a shame for Rick, though, because that's sort of putting off when he'll find Hammer. He might go into House of Darkness, only to be disappointed because he can't complete it without Hammer.
That is true.
Swamp was number 6, and Desert was number 4.
Looks like Rick is heading to Dark World.
Oh, well, he
Maybe
hasn't.
thinking about taking
What
Skull.
am I doing? That's not right. It doesn't feel like I marked this right.
And he is heading towards Skull Woods.
Wow. Yeah, Rick deciding he doesn't have Hammer yet, so he doesn't want to go into House of Darkness just yet. Darko not finding anything, and I missed his crystal count. I don't know what his crystal count. Oh, because he beat this. So yeah, he should have 6. Number 6. I don't know what the other 2 crystals are. So Rick will be pleasantly surprised from this dungeon. Hopefully he finds both items, which would be Ether and Hammer, but Hammer will be the first one he probably picks up.
Oh. I wonder where Darko is going here.
He has 1, 2, and 6. Okay, that looks good.
Probably thinking for a second. Well, he has no fire source to get in, so not really sure. Well, he's probably looking at his crystal dungeons.
He's probably wondering where he can go. Hopefully he'll realize that he hasn't desert just yet. There's Hammer for Rick.
He's probably pleased that he found that.
Yeah, Rick is actually doing a great job of catching up. Once he picks up Ether, and considering he has Bow, he has actually a good chance of pulling ahead.
Darko probably realizing he doesn't have a fire here.
There's no source of fire in that inventory.
Trying everything he can to get into this dungeon.
Oh, Rick is just saving and quitting out. He only picked up one item in Skullwoods, but he's not even going to look for Ether. We don't know what emblem is required for Meyer, so this could hurt.
Look like Darko is heading to desert.
And Rick is going to... I'm not sure, actually. He might head into Swamp. He hasn't done Swamp. Oh, that's right. He just got the hammer.
That's right.
Doing Swamp.
So he's going to do Swamp, which is the logical choice now.
Now, I think checking Swamp is a good play on his part. There's 6 unique items in there, so from his perspective, it has a slightly better chance at getting him something good compared to Palace of Darkness. But both Palace of Darkness and Swamp are good places to check for items. Darko is not going into Palace of Darkness because he's missing the bow. And he knows he needs bow in order to progress. I have a feeling that once he's finished Desert, he's going to head right on over to Palace of Darkness.
Yes, because he has all the necessary items to complete it.
Desert's a quick dungeon, so Darko only has a couple more rooms to go through before he gets the Lamb Molas. Bow is actually in this Desert Palace. The boss is about to drop it for Darko once he beats it. Yeah, I feel like Rick might be in trouble if Ether is the required medallion for Meyer, since he didn't finish Skull Woods, and then there'll be more things will be open for him since he has a lot of items to go check for it later on. Although it is the pendant dungeon, the Sahasrara one, so maybe.
With Butter's sword, this fight on Lamo should be really quick. Only 2 slashes required.
So what I'm hoping we see is that Fire Rod or Bombos is in Palace of Darkness, and Flute is in Ice. I sort of want to see something like that, so that our runners are always searching for items. And we have the bow, and the 4th crystal for Darko.
Both players making use of save and quit since they don't have Flute yet. It's a means of travel.
That's Sahasrara holding Flute would be Turbo Troll. So Rick, this is sort of the path I follow that Rick is doing now, which is he opts to check the left-hand side first before he kills the boss. So it looks like Darko's heading on over towards Palace of Darkness. They have checked Catfish. Nothing good. I mean, it's Mirror Shield, but nothing they need. So Darko heading in to complete Palace of Darkness, while Rick finishes gathering items inside a swamp.
Oh, switching to silver arrows. Do remember that when you do collect silver arrows, it's not automatic. You still have to switch them.
Silver arrows do a ton of damage, so it's actually pretty nice to use on some of the bosses. Hope Quake is needed. Interesting. Alright, so there's a small key for Darko, so he's able to progress through this dungeon now.
Another key.
So we'll see a lot of small keys in Pals. There's a lot of chests with small keys normally in this dungeon. A lot of locked doors. Darko giving off some weight there by dropping some bombs.
Interesting routing strats here, mirroring to the beginning.
So the emblems are randomized as to what magic you need to get into the dungeons. It's not always ether for Meyer. It's completely random. For example, Turtle Rock in this case actually needs bombos to enter. So there's no guarantee as to what magic is needed to get into a dungeon. It's randomized. Lots of things are actually randomized. I mean, we have random items, but we also have random prize packs for what the enemies drop, and we have random emblems for what magic is needed to enter those two dungeons.
And looks like Rick picked up his red boomerang now. Oh, and the
flute! There it is! Darko picks up the flute. So, really, he's just missing bombos.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on what emblem we need to enter Desert, of course.
Yes. Oh!
There's Fire Rod.
Fire Rod.
So, Darko very close to entering in Go mode. Once he sees what emblem is needed, Meyer will know. It would be nice if it's Bombos and they'll still have to get the Sahasha item. Come on, I want to see a troll. So Rick has opted to take the big key back and open a big chest rather than checking it after the ball.
Oh,
just bombs. More bombs. So Darko has finished gathering all the items and he's making his way towards the Helmasar King. Rick is almost at the Argus boss.
Forgot to jump. Oh, then the Beatles get him some trouble.
Wow, the troll right here. Yeah, apparently a mini boss, surprise mini boss. We do all want that 3%, but it's not to be in this case. So our runner's still about even in crystals, at least until Darko completes this dungeon here. Still have a close race. Really depends on what Darko's going to find when he makes his way over to Meyer. And see if he has ether and it needs ether, he's set and he's in go mode.
Oh, there you go. See how he handles Turtle Room here?
So Rick actually is missing his whole second row. He has no emblems, no rods.
Really nice Turtle Room by Darko. Now this should be a quick Helmasaur fight.
He has Butter Sword, and it only takes 2 slashes after we break off the helmet. Unfortunately, you have to break off the helmet, and that takes the most amount of time.
17 hits required with the hammer.
Rick making his way into Palace of Darkness. Be nice. He'll get Fire Rod and Flute in there.
We might have 2 players in go mode soon then, depending on the item required for Mire.
Oh, that was Crystal 7.
Darko probably gonna go activate his flute.
So that's a shame. It looks like Pyramid Fairy is not required the seed, since there's no way to get it and have the emblem to get into Mire. Alright, I have a feeling Darko's just gonna go right to Mire. Hopefully we'll be able to see right away which emblem. Oh, imagine if the bow guards shot silver arrows. Dead in one hit, regardless of your health. So Darko will need to complete Ice Palace and Mire. Those are the 2 dungeons that are still left for him. Alright, here he is. He's at Mire. Moment of truth. Is Ether needed? And if Ether is needed, Rick is going to have to go searching for it. He might actually find himself in Ice Palace.
Let's take a look. Oh,
Quake!
And he does need to look for something.
Not so easy, Darko. He is not in go mode. We need Quake. Everyone cross your fingers and hope that Sahashala is quick. Ice Ride!
Wow.
Dude, what if Turtle Rock was needed? They get Bombos. Oh man, that would be amazing. So Darko probably gonna head on over to Ice Palace after this.
And we see more bombs, of course.
Alright. This race isn't over, folks. So Rick is cleaning up the chests in the first part of Pod here. Eventually, the items were in the later part of this dungeon. So after he collects all the small keys and stuff up here, he will find the worth.
Now let's see how Darko routes Ice Palace.
It's interesting. He has to look for items, but he also has the Cane of Samaria, so he might just opt to not do the bomb jump in order to look for items. 3-hour seed hype. This was a jet seed, but...
One player has definitely checked Spike Cave already.
Yes. We have a map for Darko, which is, I guess, is good to get out of the way. I like when I get a small key there, because that means I can easily check all of the items in ice quickly.
It's really nice to have a key.
Jet lag seed confirmed. Alright, Rick has picked up the flute, which I'm sure he's very happy about. And he's also going to get Fire Rod down here.
Oh, yes. Makes good use of that Stealthless Night Room. Probably an unintentional damage boost, but helped him out there. Oh, he's still gonna do the bomb jump here, looks like.
Muscle memory.
Oh.
Because I actually just thought about this today, realizing that if I have the Cane of Samaria, I don't need to do the bomb jump, especially if I'm looking for items.
Oh.
I would say the setup for the bomb jump is easier when you hold the sword out and just back up to where you're required. So Darko's setup is a little unconventional, but it's probably what he's used to.
There you go. Let's see. Oh, he's got it.
That should be good. Yeah.
Oh, good use of the hook shot, so he can avoid the fire stick damage.
So Rick has finished gathering items in Palace of Darkness. He's going to make his way towards the Helmassar King.
Oh, how do I get that arrow through? There you go.
You know, considering that they have Fire Rod, there is a chance that the Sahasrara item is Quake, which I think would be great for maximum troll.
Looks like Darko is opting to kill Cold Stare first.
Instead of gathering all the items. He didn't pick up any items in this dungeon yet, did he? So there's... Ice Palace has 3. Is it 3? I think it's 3.
Oh, yeah.
3 items that he can get. So making quick work of the Cotton Puffs.
Now let's see if he goes back in.
So that is the 6th crystal for Darko. He only needs Meyer at this point. No.
Oh.
He's not going to finish item collection. So there is a chance that Quake is somewhere in Ice Path. And if that's the case and Rick checks it, that could push him ahead.
That is true.
It looks like he might choose to finish Skull Woods first, maybe? Confirm the troll now. Cotton Eye Joe, that's right.
And it looks like Rick is making his kill on Helmasaur. Just needs to break that mask.
It's interesting that the runners are sort of like, they half-check these places. Like, Rick popped into Skull Woods and then left before getting Ether. It's risky plays, which...
Oh, close. Oh, good. He got his silver arrow.
Silver arrows. If Quake happens to be in Ice Palace, Darko's going to be kicking himself. I have a feeling we're going to see Rick do the same thing. He's going to activate Flute, head on over to Meyer, and see which emblem it is. Darko's going to finish up. So he has picked up both unique items in Skull Woods. All he has to do is beat the boss. It's really just to get the pendant and see what Sahasrara gives him. He's going here for 1 item.
Taking a gamble here.
Wow, that was a nice torch room for Darko there.
He has his key he needs, so all he has to do is beat the boss.
The green pendant is in Skull Woods, this dungeon that Darko's in right now. So he'll make quick work of the boss, and then we'll get to see what Sahasrara gives him. Rick is activating his flute, and we'll see where he goes with it.
Okay, it makes
Nice.
Mothula done.
Chances are boss doesn't have Quake. If Sahasrara or Ice Palace has Bombos, it looks like it would be leading the players to go take a look at T-Rock. That would be interesting. Oh, so Darko checking the... I think it's just a small key at this point.
Yes. Not sure if he knows the item counts in Skull Woods.
Alright, Rick seeing that he needs Quake. Ice Rod for Rick.
I'm curious. He's probably gonna check the hospital now.
Yep, well, that's what he was going in there for. Let's see if it actually pays off. I mean, I have a feeling if Sahasrahla doesn't give it to him, he's gonna head right back into Ice Palace. Maybe.
Oh
maybe.
yes, Vitor. Pedestal with some money. Oh,
Wow.
And it does pay off for Darko.
Sahasrahla required. So Darko is in go mode. He has all the items he needs in order to beat the game. So Rick will have to head back into Skull Woods at some point.
Mm-hmm. What a play.
Yeah, Darko's probably thinking, what's the trolliest thing that could happen? It's the Sahasrahla item. So it's funny that this whole race, Skull Woods was the key. It's a pendant dungeon, but it was the dungeon to go to. And I think there's no way to avoid going in here twice, because you have to get Hammer, and then you use that in Palace of Darkness. Oh no, you just need Bow. Wow. I mean, the fact is you would either had to do Palace of Darkness twice or Skull Woods twice. That just goes to show that the randomizer does like making sure that you have to do non-required dungeons. I mean, it can place items anywhere. It's not just going to put it in crystal dungeons on your path. You need Fire Rod in order to beat Skull Woods. Lantern just doesn't cut it.
Looks like Rick is opting to take Spike Cave.
Now, he can't get into Turtle Rock because he's missing an emblem. He's missing Bombos, which is the emblem, but he doesn't have any, so there's no way he'd be able to get into Turtle Rock no matter what.
Nothing left for Darko except finding that big key so he can head into the final part of the dungeon.
Oh, did we not do Quake? I thought it was marked. Wait. Well, that's that was my fault. I marked the wrong thing.
Ah, the big key.
The last. I hate when it's in that chest. It's. I check every single one, and that's the last check. So Rick has found himself in Ice Palace. He might check all of the items here.
Oh yes, he might. We'll see.
Looking for that Quake. We don't know what the complexity of this seed is. Complexity meaning how many required items are needed step of the randomizer. So Quake was from Sahasrahla. Oh gosh, I hope Bombos isn't in here for Rick's sake.
That's very true. I hope it doesn't give him any ideas.
Wait, why is Vitorb asking what complexity is? He wrote it. Vitor, please.
Alright. Oh, that anti-fairy gave him a little bit of a oomph.
So Darko almost at Vitreous. Looks like he'll just do silver arrow strats.
Yeah.
All
There
right,
we go.
2 hits from
Two
silver
arrows.
arrows.
Nice. And equipping himself with mirrors for the quick. Oh, wow. So we know he's not gonna get trolled with the bombos now. Rick will not get trolled.
Oh my gosh. The Bombos troll from Vitreous. Alright, so Darko's gonna head up to Ganon Tower. So that means it's time for chat to guess which chess number has the big key. It's a number from, I think, 1 to 21? 13. 21, yeah. 1 to
Ooh.
21.
Wow, all these guesses.
Where anything greater than 13 means either Armos or right-hand side. Wow, look at all those guesses. Make sure you remember which number you guessed.
Oh, yes. Oh. -1. Wow, you EG to Ganon.
I like to pick number 13, which should be Bob's chest.
Oh, that's true.
So I like it when it's in there. It's just the one chest. And so I've seen some runners just skip it.
Now, one could be interesting, too.
What number is pi? In square root of -16, that is a match.
All those ones.
Bob is 14? Or is that counting the lamp? The big key is imaginary, that's right. Someone in the community named them Bob, so he's named Bob now. So Rick is checking all of the chests in Ice Palace, hoping for that quake. That counts the lamp, okay. So I have not been counting the lamp. That's why my number's weird. I still like to say number 13, no, but oh, Bob chest, so good.
Alright, we're heading to Ganon's Tower now.
Did Rick? Oh.
Well, 1 and 2 is out now.
There's 3 possible items in Ice Palace. Oh, Rick having a little trouble trying to go down the steps there.
Oh, it's gonna bomb.
Pieces of heart for Rick.
Here we go. See if this is a quick one.
So, not the first 7.
Mm-hmm. Not the first 7.
Yeah, I have seen the Master Key on the lamp in Ganon's Tower. I have seen that before. It's just amazing when it... Oh, wow!
Wow, what a location. And with that, he's on his way.
Number 8 was the one, and that, I think, might have been the first time I've seen it in the fire bar room. So Darko is well on his way up Ganon's Tower. Rick is almost done looking for items, and he's rewarded with a sword, which he already has. So that is actually not a second copy of the Butter Sword. It's a downgraded sword, but since you already have the best one, you just see Butter Sword. You could find a seed where you end up not getting boots and heading to Ganon's Tower. That is possible, especially if Desert isn't needed, since there's a bonk item in there. So Rick is gonna make his way down to the boss here.
Let's see how he does Gauntlet 1. Not too bad. Hot strats for Gauntlet 2 looks like a little bit. Oh, makes a quick way out of there. Not too bad of an RG pattern for a Gauntlet. Quick Gauntlet 4.
So Cold Stare is done. Buttersword making quick work. Rick. So now he's probably wondering, where can I go? I need Quake. What's the plan? Darko heading up to Lamola's too. He has silver arrows, so that just one-shots them.
Two more slashes with the sword. One more slash. One more. There you go. 2 cycle.
Why is it always Quake? Oh, Darko never got the bug net, and we know that that's in town, so... I don't think Darko's going to get any more items. I'm not sure if he has 4 bottles, but this is pretty much it. Of course, he's not going to open any more chests, or at least I hope not. So Rick is making his way to Eastern. He's probably going to finish the boss here. I'm not sure if they got all the items in Eastern. Yeah, since Rick is missing Bombos, he won't be going into Turtle Rock for checking that item. So he really does only have Skullwoods.
Darko is
Eastern.
using an interesting fire rust right here. I'm not sure it's going to be reached.
Well, trying new things. So something important to note is that Darko did have 1 small key heading up Ganon's Tower, which you really want in case one of those chests there don't have a small key. You really want to make sure you have a small key before you come upstairs, because there might not be any keys up there. I don't know. It's 143 average for the randomizers. Like,
Oh,
so
Darko
I don't think there's a
does not
guarantee.
switch. Oh, he
think
did
it's a-
switch for jump.
Guarantee that Darko thinks he's ahead. I mean, you should always just play your best and just assume that you're always behind and rush.
Oh, no last chest openings for you guys.
Oh. I think Darko made some key plays by going into Skullwoods early, getting rewarded with Hammer, and then returning later on when it was one of the last places he could check to finish up and get Quake. When he did not finish Ice Palace yet. So Rick on Armos and Darko fighting Aghanim 2. Building up his bonk counter. I hope everyone's keeping track of this, so when we figure out what Darko's bonk counter is, add like, I don't know, 10. So Rick rewarded with a pendant. I didn't see what else he got, but we know it's nothing useful. Alright, Darko's on to Ganon. He has the Butter Sword, so each phase, for the first 2 phases here, only takes 6 hits. But he's going to try out the tricky spin tactics.
Looks like
Yeah,
he's gonna
we
use
looked at
hookshot.
pedestal, and the
Cool.
pedestal has couch cash on.
Already in phase 3. Wow.
It was just a hard piece from Armos. Rick needs a crystal update, thank you. He did beat Ice. Ganon requires only 4 silver arrows. It looks like he's gonna go for the quick arrow strat. Maybe get...
Oh, he
get
does.
the torch glitch just in time.
And one more arrow should do it.
That's it. Darko has destroyed Ganon. GG to Darko. So Darko has finished with an official time of 1:40:11. So congrats to Darko. Very lucky Skull Woods there, pulling it off.
Make sure to give them both a follow.
Oh yeah, definitely give both of our racers a follow. They're doing a great job here.
And it looks like Rick has opted to go back to Skull Woods.
That's good. He'll make his way through and get Quake. Assuming he goes to Sahasra. I don't think he's checked the pedestal, so he might have decided, let me go collect the pendants because they might be needed.
No, he's remembered to check this place. I don't think he searched everything.
Well, he's missing ether.
Yep.
Which should be in this chest up here. There's ether for Rick. Not the emblem he needs.
Oh, he is opting to check what the pedestal item is.
Well, the 1:46:11 time is what SRL is reporting. So that's the time we go by.
And he doesn't opt to finish the dungeon.
Oh no! Huh. Could he be checking what Turtle Rock is needed? Maybe he thinks he has to go stop into Turtle Rock.
And he will get a backtrack since we know what it is.
Boy lifts again.
Oh, get your bonk guesses in, everybody.
It's coming up. Remember, he did have like an extra 6 or so bonks while waiting for Ganon. Or, well, waiting for his duck. 52 bonks. Wow, guys.
Oh, well, 86. Ooh.
I'm going to say 32.
150.
150. Could you imagine a run with 150 bonks?
Oh my goodness. He must have bonked everywhere.
The really rich kid. No kidding. That kid gave our runners 300 rupees. The game doesn't count over 99 bonks. So he's going to stop. I assume he's going over to Turtle Rock, and then he'll see that he needs Bombos to get in there.
Oh, yes. And then he'll realize that, oh, I gotta get back now.
Oh, so it's Bombos. No go there. So once again, definitely make sure to give our runners a follow. And I hope you all remembered your guess for bonks, because we will see it shortly.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like he's going to head into the village of Outcast, maybe taking a look at the north. No? Oh, maybe he thinks he missed something. I could have sworn he checked all the chests in here, though. So this is the part of the run where you don't have many things left to check, and so you're sort of second-guessing yourself.
Oh, yeah.
What did I miss? Did I miss something? I should have it by now. And so then you start thinking, where are these places that you've actually checked out? Did I get the big chests and thieves? I'm not sure. So, he's probably double-checking himself now because he thinks he hasn't checked all the chests in here.
And I hope he then realizes that Sahasrah's pendant is something that he still has a possibility to do then. And he won't be trolled because we know that Bombos was after Vidi.
Yep. So he won't be going into Turtle Rock anytime soon. Quake is from Sahasrah, so he has to complete Skull Woods to get the pendant to go check Sahasrah. He has very few places left to check. I actually can't think of many that he might have skipped. I'm not sure if he checked north of town. I assume he has.
Oh,
Sorry.
he did
So he
check
did
big
get
chest.
this.
Oh.
He might have done this because he got hammer late.
Yeah.
So now he's wondering, okay, what did I miss?
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't here. So it's a good thing he remembered to recheck that because he didn't have hammer at the time.
All right. Your bonk guesses are coming up soon, everyone.
Cross product, please. And since he's missing Crystal 5, that also means he won't be able to take a look at the Pyramid Fairy. So really his options are very limited. He knows he doesn't need all the pendants. I cannot think of anything else that he might have skipped checking. And I think that's what he's trying to think in his head.
Mm-hmm.
So number of bonks was 44. So who got 44? I see a guess of 43. Oh, there's 44.
Oh, there it is. I want to see his menu time.
Not too many got 44. 329 menu time for this.
Wow.
For taking 146, that's actually pretty good.
Yes.
That menu time. So Rick now maybe backing. Hopefully he's heading to Skull Woods, but there's a chance he might check some other places first, thinking he might have skipped it.
Looks like he's
Wait, no. Oh, I thought he was going to go to the fortune teller for a moment. That would have been hilarious.
I think he's checking Kakariko.
I think we have another race coming. Yes, we do. It is 2 more double races. So we do have another race coming up. It looks like on this channel will be DT versus Yogi. So that should be exciting. I think it's Yogi's first race. This tournament. So definitely stick around for that.
Checking.
There's the dog.
He's done it already, the magic bat.
And I think Rick just wondering, he thinks he missed something.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully he realizes that the Sahasrara pendant does give you an item. When it comes to a race, you can't really assume too much based on when a player finishes, because you could go on different paths. There could be a chance where if you have a feeling you both went into Ganon's Tower at roughly the same time, or if you have a feeling you know when you went into Ganon's Tower and he finishes very quickly after that, that the key is in the left-hand side early on. That I would say would be the only amount of information you get for that. But honestly, you really can't get much because it's a randomizer. So Rick has checked the flute spot again just in case. He's really thinking he just missed something.
Mm-hmm. He did check the map just to see if he has to do anything here that he forgot.
So he did get both of the items, the unique items in Skull Woods. The only thing that he's missing from there is the green pendant. So he might be thinking, I checked all the dungeon items. There's no reason for me to go back there.
He's starting to realize.
Oh, jeez. Look at what's going on in Darko's side. Oh no, if he finds his way through the dungeons again, he might be taking a look at Ice Rock Cave again?
No, he's turning around for a second. He might be thinking he missed something here. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's trying to see if he talked to the NPC just in case.
Good call.
Yep. That's what he's doing.
I know I've been here before. There's been a couple of races where I'm like missing hookshot, and I can tell that the other people I'm racing against, they have it, because we do voice chat too. And it's just like, I'm thinking, what did I miss? And I've been to the points where it's like, I've checked everywhere. I could have sworn I've checked everywhere, and it just happens to be like at the Bonk Rocks by Sanctuary or something like that. So it could happen, and I think that's what Rick's thinking now, that he missed something that he could have sworn he checked. The Chain Chomp.
Looks like he's double checking Flute Boy.
Old Stumpy. There he is. He's a stump. So yeah, Rick is just scouting the overworld. They checked the overworld early on this run, so I can understand that he would forget like everywhere that he's actually checked. So what the runners can do, at least what I do, is I use a tracker, which is, it's something that you see on the screen at the bottom there. It's very similar, which has all the items, and then I'll mark it what I find. Technically, you can just write stuff down on a notepad, but there's a couple of trackers that I know are out there. Zarby's is one of the first. That has been used for a while. I like to use Cross Products Tracker, which also keeps track of how many dungeon items are in the different dungeons as well, so I can mark the unique items as I find them, and then I know if I complete it. Rick just pauses for a moment because he's typing in the SRL chat. So the next race should be beginning on this channel. I'll have to leave it up to Feasel and the organizers to determine when that next race will begin.
Mm-hmm.
So there is another race going on, Speedruns Live. If you do want Cross Products Tracker, you can see him in chat. Just go to his Twitch channel, give him a follow, and you'll see his tracker down for download. Shoutouts to Cross Product. And again, give these runners a follow. They play, I'm sure they play plenty of Link to the Past, and we do have a bunch more races coming on the channel. If you haven't followed this channel, definitely make sure. I mean, they don't just run Link to the Past. There's all sorts of races on here.
Looks like Rick is heading to Lumberjack Cave again to see.
Yeah, they haven't killed Aghanim this race. And that's actually funny. Most of the races I've seen so far this tournament, they've needed to kill Aghanim. Not for this item here, but just to get into Dark World or something. Or especially the Pyramid item.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's gonna have a flute. Let's see if he thought of where he should go next.
Seeing if he missed something in Desert. No, that's the ledge item. And maybe he thinks he missed the cave here.
Yep, as in a cave here. Let's take a look.
Even more gifts for Darko. So the tracker is allowed in races, the manual tracker, which would be like Cross Products, or if you use Zarbies and you don't link it to your emulator. If it happens to read your game, which is what Zarbies can do if you put it on automated mode, that is not allowed in SRL. Because you're actually reading the ROM contents, which also means you could technically be cheating. But using a notepad, something like Cross Products Tracker, those are all fine. You can take notes as much as you want.
Looks like he's in the portal to the Dark World to Swamp area.
Yeah, you can use the helpful tracker. Like if it tells you, yes, you got it all here, because it's based on you taking notes. And if you note that I've completed this area, that's on you, and maybe you've made a mistake. So that is just like looking at a map and marking the locations as you think you've completed them. It's the same thing. You have to play blindfolded now. Why is there so much space that doesn't have gifts on it? That is a good question. We need more gifts. Alright, so Rick is heading up to the Village of Outcasts. Maybe he'll head into Skull Woods now. Because he really is running out of items. He has checked everything earlier on in this run. He just thinks that he missed something. Which definitely happens. When you do a lot of races, it can get jumbled together. I know someone in chat said
I think he's on the right path now. Looks like he is.
Hey, you fear. And the foot for some reason. Oh, nice. Little Chrono Trigger shout out over there. Ooh, subscription from Cross Product.
Look what he said.
That's all it takes. Alright, so Rick is making his way through Skull Woods. he'll beat Mothula and be rewarded with the green pendant. A subscription from Sinak.
Ah.
Yeah, the organizers, the restreamers they've all been doing a great job this race. Just keeping everything going, not getting any sleep.
And we will see him fight Mothula. Let's go.
So
Make sure to cheer Rick on.
one of the interesting changes with the randomizer. So in the normal game, Mothula takes no damage from the Butter Sword. And that's because the Butter Sword does the same amount of damage as Spikes. And Mothula's programmed to not take any damage from Spikes or things that deal that much damage. So the devs had to change the code so that way Butter Sword could actually deal damage to him. Alright, so we got the green pendant for Rick. That is the one he needed to go to Sahashala and get the item, which in this case is Quake. Darko's still trying to put more gifts on his screen. Eventually we will see nothing but gifts. That is the dream.
It does do tempered damage. The Butter Sword does tempered damage to Mothula.
Alright, moment of truth. This is where Rick kicks himself. I mean, it definitely happens where you're like, I thought I got everything. I could have sworn I checked everywhere. So
And
he
with
has
that,
Quake. Yep. And luckily, oh no, this is the trolley mire. So this is where the last chest happen to have the master key. There is one more race, so everyone stick around. More Link to the Past to come. Is there an update from the second race going on SRL? That should be the Zizio versus Leodox race, I think.
Rick get past this first room. Not too bad. And
So
a powder.
there is a thing he can convert into a fairy there.
Oh, interesting how... Oh, yep, he is going back this way.
Yeah, I think you have to go this way to get a key.
Oh, yes.
So many small keys in this dungeon. There is a chain chomp with a bow and a regular chain chomp. What is going on Darko's side? So the big key in this dungeon is in the chest just south of this room. You can't access it though until you hit the switch that changes the orb from red to blue. Ms. Chain Chomp. Oh, did I not mark his pendant? I might not have. I marked Quake. That was the important part. No, all the gifts are gone. It's so empty now.
Oh, look, he might go towards that chest.
Wow, this would be a very quick play for Rick's part. And yes, he is going in there. It's a quick check, and
And there
it's
you go.
faster than waiting for the screen to shake and open that one area. So I guess he figured he'd just get it out of the way, and here we go. A nice magic refill over there. Apparently, the Final Fantasy VII remake came out maybe a couple years ago. Huh. I never thought about throwing the block like that. It's like perfectly lined up. I wonder if you can do that when you're in the dark.
Oh, yes, you can.
Since the door sounds different than the wall, it would do a tink tink.
Hmm.
Huh.
It's a backward strat. If you miss it, you can do that to compensate.
Okay. Learning new tricks here. Oof. Oh, that was the PS1 port announcement. That wasn't the remake one. I just want to know when when Square's going to announce the collection, the Final Fantasy 1 through 10 collection that is supposed to be coming up this year.
All right. This is the Silver Arrow strats.
Nice, quick work. He has 46 arrows, so there's no harm in just throwing them all here. Oh, watch out for lightning.
2 more. Oh, 1 more. There we go.
All right, so he has gotten his last crystal. He's gotten Bombo, so hey, he could take a stop in Turtle Rock if he wants.
And we already know where the big key is in Ganon's tower. If he goes left side, it should be a quick Ganon's tower.
They're called medallions. Yes, I know they're called medallions.
Oh. Hook speed here.
Oh!
A little too quick there.
So it looks like Rick's going to take the portal on top of Turtle Rock. Maybe tempt us by looking like he's going to go in there. Troll us a little bit.
You'll have to activate that portal. Oh.
Oh man, I miss Pogs. Come on, do it. Use bombos. Nope, he's out of there.
Oh.
Wasting no time to heading towards Ganon's tower. So it's actually a little faster to use the portal up on Turtle Rock than it is to use the one that's down below to head to Ganon's tower.
Yes, and Andy actually tested that to prove it.
Do you know how much of a difference it is?
I
can't imagine it's very
slight
much.
difference. Not very much at all. I believe it was. Do you remember how many chests there was? Or was it 13? Or
No, it was number
I think it was 8, right?
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's number 8.
8. I remember it was 8.
Yeah, if he goes to the 9th chest, mistakes are made. Oh, that poor cartridge.
Oh,
Those
wow.
emblems. Gotta collect them all. He's getting the piece of heart for a health refill coming up soon, just in case. Super Nintendo Chalmers! Oh, man.
And if he looks to the right here, we will have our big key.
Yeah, I don't see why he would skip this one.
There we go.
Here we go. He has the big key. He has a small key, which, as I mentioned, you really want to make sure you go up Ganon's tower and you have at least one small key. You do not want to, like, accidentally lock yourself out up there. There's only 3 chests that you could possibly get up there. Definitely no guarantee they have a small key there.
Darko memeing with the Andre the Giant.
Ooh, careful.
You good opting to use that safety potion?
There he goes. Good thing he actually used the potion because he did take 1 more heart damage.
Now heading into Gauntlet.
So Gauntlet is where the runner has to kill every single enemy in order to progress. That's when the door opens, and so since they're going through, we have titled this the Gauntlet. Red Stalfos are the word.
Gets past Gauntlet 2. Oh, very nice. Double kill? Nice, made out of Gauntlet.
And coming into Lamola's too. And the interesting thing there is if you take time to get that fairy, in the room before, the land molas will all pop up at the same time, rather than doing one at a time. 11 arrows is fine. He needs 4 for gas. Miss any. Alright. Land molas 2 are done. He just has 1 more mini boss in this dungeon.
Oh.
Left. Oh,
Oh.
took a spill.
Okay, getting past Wiz Road 2.
No.
Oh. Okay, it looks like he's got all his pots out of the way.
It's gonna do fire rod strats here.
Oh.
Oh no, this might not be good.
Looks
Yeah,
like
he's
he's
waiting.
gonna reset.
Setting.
There we go.
So there are 2 magic pots coming up. There's one in this room here with the eyeballs, laser eyes, and there's also one in the room with the last locked door.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay. Oh.
The
He
mini
doesn't have
Helmosaurus
to-
do drop a key. He's gonna take a look at the chest here.
Oh,
With the
very
red
nice.
potion, that will be useful. Now, how many people had trouble with this bomb throw as a kid? I don't actually remember what I did there. I do remember calling the Nintendo Power hotline because I was stuck. I didn't know about the portal north of town.
Whoa, another bottle. With a fairy.
Wow. Although he misses the magic pot. So, I mean, he should have enough magic. Oh, there's a fall. I still have problems with it. The Nintendo Game Counselors. Only 95 per minute. I asked my parents first, though, and they were okay.
Oh, again.
Get back to the Nintendo Power Store. Yeah, I really, and I remember I had Nintendo Power, I had the guide, and it didn't say anything about what you should do after you beat Swamp or something like that. I'm like, I can't get over the town. What am I supposed to do? Until eventually they told me that there was a portal just north of town that you can get to with the hammer.
Well, I also have a story if you're talking about Nintendo.
Go for it.
When I played this first game, I asked them, how do you beat Ganon? And they told me, you're not supposed to be there already.
What?
They didn't have an answer for me. And it says,
Did they really?
Call me back in a week, and you're not supposed to be there already.
Wow. Speedrunners, not a thing. Rick checked Moldorm 2, Chess. I missed it. What was in it? The true winner. Not DQ'd. Having a little trouble lining up the shots here with Aghanim too.
Interesting patterns.
I hate when he's sort of like far apart like that in all the corners. It's really hard to line up the shot in that case. No, Darko's not really DQ'd. That's just a joke.
Yeah.
All right, build up that bonk counter so that way everyone can guess high again. See some more guesses in the 80s and 90s. And we're on to Ganon. People already getting their bonk guesses in.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with 42 this time. No, actually, there were a number. Whatever, 42.
And Darko continue with the Pog Dance.
Alright, so Rick very quickly onto the third phase of Ganon. Does not take many hits with the Butter Sword. Now he has to be a little careful if he actually... Ooh!
Oh, but he does have a fairy.
That fairy has just saved his life. Alright, he's gonna do the torch glitch.
Oh, he makes it good. Alright, here we go.
Now you can only get 2 hits on Ganon with the silver arrows if you hit him away from the edge of the screen here. Because if he touches the edge, he goes back to being invisible. So the trick is to shoot him away from the edge in order to get that second, or even a triple. It's possible to get a triple.
And here we go. His last silver arrow.
And that's it for Rick. GG. I know getting stuck can definitely hurt, and he was rechecking those spots because he thinks he missed something. And I do have to give kudos for taking a look at Thieves Town when he didn't have Hammer and going back for it.
Please give both racers a follow.
So Rick has finished with a time of, wow, 2:27.27. So everyone, make sure you stick around. Oh.
Yep, looks like we're prepared for the next race.
Yep, everyone's already filtering in. So stick around. We have another exciting race coming up. DT versus Yogi the Monk. So I think we're going to cut it now so they can move on to that.
Oh, yes.
So I'm Jet082.
And I'm Hiei408. Have a good one.
See you next mission.